Okay, hello students, I am Umesh Singh, Department of English, DAV PG College, Varanasi. In this new video, I am going to discuss the remaining part of direct and indirect speech. And as far as this particular video is concerned, this particular video is for those students who have enrolled themselves in advanced diploma course and diploma course of communicative English. Now let us focus on direct and indirect speech. Let us analyze various implications of direct and indirect speech with respect to different types of sentences. And the first one is assertive sentence. And as far as assertive sentence is concerned, assertive sentence is that type of sentence through which statements are made. Now the first example is Suzanne said, "I'm going home." Now, said is the reporting verb and "I'm going home" is the reported speech. Now, as per rule, when the reporting verb is in the past tense, the tense of the reported speech will have to be changed. Now, the next very important point is that if the sentence in the reported speech is an assertive sentence, then obviously the reporting verb which is said or said to will have to be changed into told, and the tense of the reported speech will also have to be changed as per rule, and changes in pronoun will also take place as per rule. Now when this particular sentence is converted into indirect speech, it goes like Suzanne said that she was going home. Now Suzanne said, now followed by that conjunction which is very important, and she was going home, and the tense is past continuous. Why? Because the tense of the reported speech is in present continuous tense. Now let us consider the second example, which is Asha said to Raju, "I saw your brother." Now this particular sentence is indirect speech, and said to is the reporting verb, and "I saw your brother" is the reported speech. Now again, since the reported speech is in assertive sentence, then obviously few important changes will take place, and the first one is reporting verb which is said to will have to be replaced by told, followed by that conjunction, then change in pronoun, and the tense of the reported speech will have to be changed as per rule. And since the tense of the reported speech is simple past, it will have to be changed into past perfect, and the changed sentence reads like Asha told Raju that she had seen his brother. Now the second type of sentence is interrogative sentence, and as far as interrogative sentence is concerned, interrogative sentence is that type of sentence through which questions are asked. And the examples are, number one, Tom said to Priya, "Did you return the book?" Now said to is the reporting verb, and "did you return the book" is the reported speech. Now, when the reporting verb will be in past tense, then obviously the tense of the reported speech will have to be changed. Now, as far as the reported speech of this particular sentence is concerned, this one is beginning with a helping verb. Now, when the reported speech will begin with an helping verb, then in indirect form, conjunctions whether or if will have to be used. And yes, the tense of the reported speech will also be changed as per rule. And when this direct speech is changed into indirect speech, it reads like Tom asked or inquired of Priya whether or if she had returned the book. Now the reporting verb said to has been replaced by asked or inquired of, and the use of if and whether conjunctions. And obviously the tense has also been changed as per rule. And the second sentence is, she said, "Shall I carry your books?" Now again, said is the reporting verb, and "shall I carry your books" is the reported speech. And since the reporting verb is in past tense, the tense of the reported speech will have to be changed. And this particular reported speech is having an interrogative sentence. And yes, this particular sentence is beginning with a helping verb. So obviously conjunction whether or if will be used, and the reporting verb said will be replaced by asked or inquired of, and the tense of the reported speech will also be changed as per rule. And when this direct speech is changed into indirect one, it reads like she asked or inquired of whether or if she should carry her books. Now the third example is, the teacher said to the boy, "Why are you late?" Now, said to is the reporting verb, and since the reporting verb is in the past tense, the tense of the reported speech will also have to be changed. And this is the second type of an interrogative sentence. This is the second type of an interrogative sentence, which is beginning with a question asking word, which is why. Why are you late? So this needs a slightly different approach. And that approach is, when this direct speech is changed into indirect speech, it reads like the teacher asked or inquired of. Why? Because the reporting verb said to has been replaced by asked or inquired of the boy why he was late. Now the question asking word why has been kept as it is, followed by subject, followed by verb. Now the structure of the interrogative sentence has been changed into a statement. Hence, yes, there is another change, and that change is the mark of interrogation has been replaced by a full stop. And finally, the fourth example is, Rohan asked Meera, "When did you come?" Now again, asked is the reporting verb, and this one is in past tense, so obviously the tense of the reported speech will also have to be changed. And this reported speech is having an interrogative sentence, and this interrogative sentence is beginning with a question asking verb, which is when. So obviously, Rohan asked or inquired of Meera when she had come. Now, there is a very important point over here, and that point is that we haven't used if or whether conjunction, because the interrogative sentence is beginning with a question asking word, which is when. So we keep when as it is, followed by subject, followed by verb. So the structure has been changed into a statement, and the mark of interrogation has been removed, and we have put a full stop instead. And then the imperative sentence. Now, students' imperative sentence is that type of sentence through which we convey order, request, advice, suggestion, command, etc. And the examples are, the teacher said to the students, "Finish your work." Now again, said to is the reporting verb, and finish your work is the reported speech. Now, since this reported speech is having an imperative sentence, then we need a different approach while transferring this particular sentence from direct to indirect speech. And the first rule is that the reporting verb will be replaced by order, request, advice, suggestion, etc. And while converting the reported speech into indirect, we need to follow some important steps, and that is to place infinitive first, followed by V1, followed by object. So this sentence reads, the teacher ordered the students to finish the work. And the second example is, the priest said, "Work hard." The priest said, "Work hard." Now, said is the reporting verb, and work hard is the reported speech. And the type of sentence which is placed between the two inverted commas is an imperative sentence, which is work hard. And through this particular sentence, a kind of instruction is being given, and that instruction is advice. So obviously, the reporting verb said will be replaced by advised while converting the same into indirect speech. Now, when this direct speech is converted into indirect one, it goes like, the priest advised him to work hard. Now, the tense of the reported speech has not been changed, as it has been with the case of other type of sentences. Now, we have placed infinity, followed by V1, followed by object. And the third sentence is, Sanjay said to him, "Please sit down. Now again, said to is the reporting verb and please sit down is the reported speech, and this reported speech is an imperative sentence, and through this imperative sentence kind of request is being made. So while converting this into indirect one, we need to adopt a kind of different approach, and that is Sanjay requested him to sit down. Sanjay requested him to sit down. Now infinitive two followed by verb followed by object. And the fourth one is they said to us, don't sit here. Now said to is the reporting verb, don't sit here is the reported speech, and this one is an imperative sentence. So obviously while converting it into indirect one, it should be like this: they ordered us not to sit there. Now this reporting verb has been replaced by ordered. Why? Because this imperative sentence is conveying a sense of order. So that is why this reporting verb has been replaced by ordered. Then followed by to, which is infinitive, followed by V1, followed by object. And this particular sentence can be converted into another way also, and that is they forbid us to sit there. Now when we add forbid, it itself indicates that something is being prohibited. So obviously this will become they forbid us to sit there. And if we compare the sense of these two sentences, it is the same. There is no difference in the sense of these two sentences. And the fourth type is exclamatory sentence. Now sudden expression of anger, happiness, sadness, jubilation, surprise, etc. So exclamatory sentence is that type of sentence through which sudden feelings pertaining to anger, happiness, sadness, jubilation, surprise, etc. are expressed. Now let us consider the first example, and the first example is, what a splendid sight, she said. Now said is the reporting verb, and what a splendid sight is the reported speech, and this reported speech is containing an exclamatory sentence. Why? Because sudden expression of feeling has been done. So a kind of surprise is being conveyed through this particular exclamatory sentence. So when this particular direct speech is converted into indirect one, it goes like, she exclaimed with delight. Now this reporting verb said has been replaced by exclaimed with delight, followed by that conjunction, and it was a splendid sight. Now the tense of the reported speech has been changed as per rule. Now the tense is simple present, so as per rule it has been changed in simple past. So this sentence reads like, she exclaimed with delight that it was a splendid sight. Now the second example is, she exclaimed how nice. She exclaimed how nice. Now exclaimed is the reporting verb, and how nice is the reported speech. Yes, this reported speech is written in the form of an exclamatory sentence, and this particular exclamatory sentence is conveying a sudden feeling, and that sudden feeling is related to surprise. So this reporting verb exclaimed is replaced by exclaimed with surprise, followed by that conjunction, and then it was nice. So this sentence reads like, she exclaimed with surprise that it was nice. And the third example is, the captain said, bravo, we have won the match. Now said is the reporting verb, and bravo, we have won the match is the reported speech. Now since the reported speech is in the past tense, then obviously the tense of the reported speech will have to be changed as per rule. And this particular word bravo is expressing a kind of certain feeling, and that certain feeling is related to happiness or delight. So this reporting verb will be replaced by exclaimed with delight, followed by that conjunction, then followed by the reported speech, which is they had won the match, and we have converted this reported speech into indirect one, that is they had won the match, and the tense has also been changed into past perfect tense. Why? Because the tense of the reported speech is in present perfect tense. So this one is, the captain exclaimed with delight that they had won the match. And the fourth example is, he said, alas, I have lost all. Now said is the reporting verb, Alas, I have lost all is the reported speech, and this particular word alas is expressing certain feelings pertaining to sadness. And yes, this reporting verb will be replaced by exclaim with sorrow, and the tense of the reported speech will have to be changed as per rule. So when this direct speech is converted into an indirect one, it reads like he exclaimed with sorrow that he had lost all. So students, this is all about direct and indirect speech. I have tried to cover all the aspects of direct and indirect speech. If you have any doubt, any query, feel free to contact me. I'll be there to answer all your queries and doubts. Thank you.